Hey guys, welcome back to the fly reel. This time we'll be making the wooden handle and the stainless steel shaft it rides on. If you haven't seen them yet, you can find my other videos in the playlist linked below. For the center shaft, I'm starting with this piece of 3/8 inch 3/16 stainless steel round bar. This shaft will have a stepped portion, so when the screw is tightened all the way down, the handle will still spin freely. This end of the shaft will be tapped for a number 4 fastener to hold it on to the spool. Unfortunately, when I went to actually tap the hole, I didn't push record, but you've seen me tap other holes in the other videos, so just go look at those. I was having some trouble here getting my cutoff tool to play nice with this stainless steel. Up until now I've only used it on aluminum. In the end it left a clean cut. Now I'm sure a lot of you know that there are many better ways to put a groove in the face of a part than to use an angle grinder. But these are the tools I had that night, so that's what I used. So not really recommended. To start the handle itself, I picked this piece of Bolivian rosewood from an exotic wood place in Houston. I really like the different colored grains in the wood, so I tried to cut out a blank for the handle that included both colors, to see what would happen. I don't really do a lot of work in wood, but I was told a metal lathe running on its fastest setting will generally cut wood just fine, even if you're using the metal cutting bits. So for the first time since I've owned this lathe, I'm running it at warp factor 9, and it sounds scary. If you can't tell watching this made a ridiculous mess. The combination of cutting oil and sawdust makes an unholy material that's almost impossible to clean up. Now that the general shape is there, I'm going to come back and begin boring out the handle to receive the shaft. And then we'll come back and counterbore the end to receive the larger portion of the shaft to keep it spinning freely. Now that all the features are in place, I contoured the outside of the shaft using progressively finer sandpapers. A regular steel cutting cutoff tool is used to part off the piece. This is a simple brass sleeve I cut from a piece of stock. I think I got it at Home Depot, nothing fancy. By pressing this into the handle, I'll have a smooth and long-wearing surface for the shaft to ride on. The shaft falls in place from the outside and is a snug fit inside the brass sleeve. To put a finish on the handle, I mounted it in my rod building lathe and mixed up some guide wrapping epoxy to give it a smooth, glossy finish. I later found out after a while that this seemed to darken the two-tone aspect of the rosewood. I'm not sure why it happened, but if I did this again, I'd look into other methods of putting a finish on. The slow spinning action of the rod lathe allows the epoxy to dry evenly and smoothly on the cylindrical surface. And here it is all assembled. You can tell here that that two-tone look from the rosewood is pretty much all darkened by the epoxy, but it still looks good. In the next video, we're going to take it out in the field and see just how much the drag system can really take. So stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks for watching.